Hello, everyone. This is Hunar Syal, the founder of Be Soulfull. The force behind getting the brand going was both my love for skincare and the environment. I always knew that whenever I'm going to start a skincare brand or a brand or any brand for that matter, it's definitely going to be backed by a strong social change. I believe that, skincare is something that not only empowers self-love, but if the brand is conscious enough, it can also empower selflessness. So, and that's how we shook hands with the Waste Warriors. We have a fellow Waste Warrior with us who's going to explain the whole concept behind what Waste Warriors do and the collaboration of Waste Warriors and Be Soulfull. So over to you, Chirag.
Hi, Hunar. Thank you, everyone. Hi. Really nice to be here. My name is Chirag Mahajan. I head communications and partnerships here at WasteWarriors. I joined WasteWarriors about 4 years ago when I learned about the importance of waste management in India. Prior to this, I was just backpacking across the country, visiting multiple destinations, travel destinations, both in the south, in the north, in the Himalayas, and in the northeast, and came across so much waste in every place that I stepped into that I realized that something had to be done and someone must be doing it. And that is when I came across Waste Warriors and felt this immense power and community and love for the environment. And it made me commit to this organization and be part of this great movement to make everyone, not just the team, but everyone a waste warrior.
Perfect. I think that sounds good. So Chirag, explain me where Waste Warriors is working at the moment and what the impact is. You guys are working cleaning up the plastic waste from rivers. River pollution is a big thing. Waste disposal in village areas is a big thing. So talking about the collective waste as a whole, but especially, what you guys do for rivers, and rivers are an essential for livelihood within India. So explain to us a bit about that as to what operational work Waste Warriors is doing in terms of cleaning the plastic waste.
Sure. So Waste Warriors began in the Himalayas, in Dharamshala, in a mountain campsite called Triund. Triund is very popular amongst trekkers and hikers and backpackers. Our work began with one empty thela and a pair of gloves, and Jody Underhill, our founder, getting a bunch of people together and saying, let's clean up. That's our origin story. It began from there in 2012, building up to different people contributing their time and energy and money and all kinds of things to make this team grow over time. We started in Dharamshala, but we also work in Dehradun, where I am right now. That's where our office is. We have lots of different projects happening here. In 2013, we started in Corbett Tiger Reserve in the villages across that landscape. And in 2020, we started in Rishikesh in partnership with Sahas, Rishikesh and Haridwar. And in 2021, we started in Uttarkashi near the Govind Wildlife Sanctuary, where people go for the Har Ki Doon trek. And that is in partnership with UNDP. So lots of different projects going on in 5 different locations. And essentially, the main idea is to build waste management systems for places that do not have it, is to support the systems where it does exist but doesn't function very well, and also at the same time uplift and empower the lives of waste workers, because they are a big part of this entire system. And most times they are informal. They could be waste pickers, they could be kabadiwalas. Our work is about building the systems and incorporating them into it, integrating them, uplifting them. There's a lot of support that they need, and there's a lot of recognition that they need in this effort also.
So explain to us, the viewers, that, what is the impact going to be, or what has the impact been so far in terms of waste collection and waste management?
Absolutely. So over the past 9 years, we've been able to collect over 5,000 metric tons of waste from this Himalayan ecosystem, right? Uttarakhand and Himachal. And the thing about mountains is mountains are the sources of rivers, right? And rivers are the sources of oceans. So everything that we collect from the mountains, every little kilogram of plastic we collect from here prevents it from entering rivers, which prevents it from entering the oceans, right? The every little piece of bottle, PET bottle or chips packet or Tetra Pak, all of these things unfortunately are consumed by people who are not very well aware of the impact of just disposing it. And so our work is about raising awareness, building the systems needed to start collecting it, segregating it, and then sending it to where it needs to go, because all things have a specific place. And that place is not the environment. That place is back into the circular economy.
Right. I mean, that's a fascinating point that you put forward, that cleaning rivers eventually cleans up the oceans. Yeah, oceans are so large in themselves that you can't possibly go around cleaning the oceans, and it begins right here. You clean the rivers and you keep the river systems clean, and eventually it won't reach the ocean. So simple steps like these, and definitely it's such a big impact. And I think it's just getting started. And as more and more people get aware, and especially brands like us, as we sort of tell our consumers who are basically shopping, and in that very environment where they're doing a purchase, we let them know that this is a good cause that we'll be contributing to. It really helps them and motivates them to be more conscious, read about this, and contribute as a whole. So definitely, in terms of could you just tell us about our sort of what Be Soulfull and what Waste Warriors are doing together in terms of making a more conscious decision towards people purchasing skincare?
Absolutely. I think what Be Soulfull is doing is awesome, because it's telling people about how to be conscious about A, what they're putting on their body, and B, what the result of that is going out into the environment, right? And that is also what a lot of what Waste Warriors is doing, is what we are consuming has to come in packets. It has to come in bottles. It has to come in various shapes or forms of containers. And unfortunately, the world is transitioning to a lot more plastic containers, primarily because of the economics of it. But our job, both as Be Soulfull and as Waste Warriors, is to inform consumers to make conscious choices about what they're buying, about what they're consuming, about what they're putting on their body and in their body, so that the end result, what goes out into the environment, is less harmful for the entire planet and for people, for rivers, the oceans, the mountains, right? So our work together is about creating that conscious consumerism, telling people how to be aware of what they're buying and what they're consuming, and where that stuff can go and should go.
Right. I think definitely in this sort of time of cashbacks, people want to do good, but they don't know how. So I think plugging them, just sort of communicating at the time of purchase that there's something good, and it doesn't cost extra. That's the good point. It's not that we're asking extra amounts to people. It's something that's right there and there, and know that 1% of my purchase would go to a good cause. I think that goes a long way. And yeah, I think we're definitely excited about this collaboration, and we have a long way to go. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you, Chirag. Thank you so much for speaking to us, and looking forward to a few more talks in the future as we sort of progress, and we have some more data to show, and as we go ahead with the journey with the Waste Warriors. So thank you so much, and yeah, that's about it.
Thank you, Hunar. We're all looking forward to everyone being a soulful Waste Warrior.